There are still a lot of things that we need to know before we are ready to start creating styles. But I can understand that you are impatient, that you wish to start actually doing something as quick as possible. And so everything else would be boring for you, no matter how important it is. And so we will jump into that. Uh, of course, during the process, I will try to explain what and why I'm doing something. However, there will be a lot of things that you will need to learn by yourself, by trying, by checking manual, repeating, making mistakes. That's how it goes. In next few videos, I decided to use the song La Paloma as example on how to create a style. Why this song? In a minute, but let's first listen what we are about to make. I will only play a short part of this song. I hope you recognize the melody. That is the reason why I decided for this song. It would make no sense if I would use a song that you maybe never heard before. The second reason is because it has countless of covers. Everyone plays it slightly differently, and we will make just another cover the way that we like it. That is, we have all the freedom, and there is no wrong or right. There is only good or bad. Now, sorry. Now, what we need to record first for every song, for every style, is the main rhythm of that song, because everything else will be based on that rhythm. I have used only 3 voices in this style. It's some shaker, then we have a bass guitar and a piano. Now let's listen to the style alone for a few seconds and try to determine which instrument is playing the main rhythm. Now, it obviously isn't the shaker or snare or whatever that is. Then we have bass guitar, which actually plays this sequence. That is already a rhythm, but it is not really that characteristic for this, how to say, melody. It doesn't give that certain groove or whatever you call it. Now let's listen to piano part, and here we can mostly hear this. Let's listen again. Now that alone isn't much of a rhythm, but we must keep a real band in mind, that is, real musicians, and a real piano player probably wouldn't play that with one hand only. And if we would listen that carefully, then we would maybe notice that he is actually playing with both hands. However, left hand is slightly covered with that bass guitar. What he is playing is this. Sorry. And that is now the rhythm that we want. And of course, that is what we will record first. Let's go into it. Let's execute initial style so that we have a new empty one. We will decrease the speed slightly so that we can easier practice it or record it. But we will make mistake during that process all the time. So it will be needed that we repeat sequence again and again, 10 times, 20 times, even more maybe. Okay, and here we are. Now, because piano player is playing both hands, then we already guess that the left and the right hand will have different type of chord progression. If you don't know what I mean by that, then please check my second and third video that I made. Now, and that means we need two separate channels for piano player. One channel for left hand and one channel for right hand. Now, there are two ways how we can record that, how can we achieve that. However, I will first show you the first way, which is considered as the easiest way, and I think many are using that approach. That is, we will first record left hand. Once we are happy with that, then we will choose the second channel, and we will record right hand playing. Now, first we will practice a bit so that we get the tempo, the feel. Now, of course, because that is the main rhythm, it starts exactly at the first beat, and because of that we will use sync start recording mode. That is, a keyboard will wait with recording until we press our first note, and that note will be exactly at the first beat. Let's practice a little bit more. Okay, we will see. No, it's not good. It's not good. Let me try again. Practice. Let's say this is a little bit better. It's far from perfect. We need to repeat it several times until it's really good enough. But we can use quantize and hope that we will get the result that we want. Yes, it's better now. And if we check notes in this channel now, we will see our notes have even numbers. That is, timing is now perfect. More about that maybe later. Now, when this is good enough, by the way, at this point we are not looking for perfect piano voice. That is waste of time. We do that at the end of style creation. Now we are ready to record our right hand. Now, of course, now we cannot use sync start mode because that comes somewhere in the middle of the bar, and so we need to, we wish to record that, we need to let that channel running so we can practice. Okay, let's hope we'll do it. Let's say we are happy with that. Now we have left hand in this channel and right hand in this channel. Now, of course, we must make that recording as perfect as possible. Why I say that? Because when we record something, the content that plays multiple notes at the same time, 3 notes at the same time, then we don't really wish to quantize that, because that would make our timing perfect, but that is something that no piano player can do. That is, no piano player can play several times 3 notes always exactly at the same time, and that makes him realistic. If we quantize that, then we will have how to say artificial result, like the sound is coming from a machine. I hope you understand what I mean. So if needed, we will repeat that recording 10-20 times if needed until we are really happy with it. Now, once we are happy, then now it's the time that we save our style. Now I will show you the second approach, which I think gives much better result. However, it requires a little more playing skill and usually also more attempts before we are happy with result. But the result will be more realistic. That is, we will record both hands at the same time. And we need to practice that. Let's see. Now we have both hands in one channel, exactly the same as the piano player would play that. And that makes everything more natural. That is, overall timing is not perfect, but the synchronization between left and right hand is realistic. And that is what we actually want. Of course, what I recorded here is not perfect. I would make that recording again and again until I am happy with that. Now, what we need to do is separate left and right hand. And we will do that by first copying the content from chord 1 to chord 2. We do that, by in assembly. We see chord 1 has chord 1 content, obviously. But we wish that chord 2 will also have chord 1 content. And we change that. Chord 1. Close. Now we have chord 1 content in both channels. That is, now we have 2 channels with exactly the same content. What we need to do now is, in first channel, which we will use for left hand, here we will remove all notes that don't belong to left hand. That is, all notes above C2. Let's do that. That's left hand. Okay, we delete that. That's also left hand. Then delete. Delete. That's here we'll select multi-select because we have multiple notes. Delete. Now, okay, multi-select. Delete. Multi-select the last 3 one. Okay, now here we have our 5 notes that are played with left hand. The same we do now for second channel. Here we will remove all left hand notes. There are fewer left hand notes, so that will go faster. That's it. Now we have in second channel only right hand notes, and together it sounds exactly the same as when the piano player will play that at the same time with both hands, and that makes everything realistic. In this case, we won't quantize that. I mean, we should make that good enough so that it is usable. Okay, if you wish, you can still quantize left hand, but no way right hand. Okay, you can also make right hand quantize, but that will, by doing that, we will, that this reality will be lost. It will be more artificial. That is a set. When we are happy with both channel, we will save our style that we were creating, and that's it, so that we are prepared for next video.